Are you looking to buy a business in Florida for your E2 visa? Well, you've come to the right video. I'm going to go through everything that you need to know before you start your search of finding that perfect E2 visa business for sale in the state of Florida. I'm based in Miami Beach. I've been here for the last 10 years. At Visa Franchise, we've helped over 500 investors from around the world find and analyze businesses, principally franchises, eligible for the E2 visa. There's been a lot of shared learnings from the different investors that we've had on, as well as through the immigration attorneys, the business plan writers, corporate attorneys, franchise attorneys that our clients regularly work with. So we've seen a lot of investments in businesses in the state of Florida, particularly for those seeking the E2 visa. And a general finding I've seen, if you have less than $200,000 to invest in a business, there's generally not going to be many options for you to buy an existing business that is producing more than $70,000 a year, or a business that already from day one, you could have a day-to-day manager in place. If you invest $100,000, $150,000, whether you're buying a business or starting a business from zero, it's going to be tough to make enough profit right away to have a manager in place. And if you're buying that coffee shop for $100,000, $150,000, or maybe it's a fitness studio at $125,000, probably the owner of the business, sadly, is a slave of the business. And that means that effectively he or she is working in the business full time, and there's no road to profitability where there'd be a business, a fitness studio making $150,000 that you could put in a day-to-day manager. Now, that's the dream of many franchise owners. There are franchise systems that you can really scale up and have a day-to-day manager in place. And there are independent businesses that you can scale up and have a day-to-day manager in place. We find with the franchise model, if you choose the right franchise model, you can get there faster as the system's already in place. And oftentimes the brand's been reiterating the different employment structures for 20, 30, 40 years. So if you're looking to invest 80, 100, 120,000, I advise you to start a business from zero, which can be very daunting, but it's better than buying a lemon where you buy a business that's $80,000 and you realize the owner is running all different types of revenue from the business through unrelated activities, and he really inflated the revenue and he's not making much money from the business. There's not much available, and you can check the Florida MLS, you can check vettedbiz.com, bizbuysell.com, you can check all the business for sale websites. Under $200,000, there's going to be a lot of garbage you're going to have to sift through, and it's going to take a lot of time. If you're looking to buy a business in the state of Florida for your E2 visa, it's probably going to take anywhere from 1 to 2 years to find the business and run multiple due diligences, because the first business that you look to buy, there's probably going to be a lot of issues with it that hopefully you've engaged an advisor, such as a forensic accountant and or a corporate attorney, to review the financials of the business and operations of the business. But a business under $200,000 is generally not being run in a professional manner. I would even raise that up to $500,000. Now, there are some caveats. If you're buying a corporate owned and operated entity, like a franchise location that's run by McDonald's or a franchise location that's run by Five Guys Burgers and Fries, that's a different story because you're buying from a company. Many of these big franchises have huge balance sheets. They're even publicly traded. So the operations are being run clearly and cleanly. But if you're looking to buy a business, whether it's a franchise or independent business from an individual, and it's $100,000, they're probably not running the books in a very prudent manner. And you could be inheriting some issues. And that's not a great way to start your American dream. So under $200,000, you're going to spend a lot of time and energy evaluating businesses that probably aren't going to make financial or lifestyle fit for you on the existing business side. Over $200,000, it starts to open up some interesting opportunities that are worthwhile for you to investigate. If you have just 80 or 100,000, I do recommend to start a business from zero and grow that business, work full-time in that business, super hard for the first 18, 24 plus months to get that business to a level where you can then work a little less and potentially put in a day-to-day manager.